Hi, buddy. John? Dan?
Dan,
No, Jesus. Acrisure Stadium. So, anyway, I want to talk a little bit today about learning from the whys. And I remember when I started in sales, there were a lot of veteran producers around me. And there was a big influx of young whippersnappers
yeah.
coming in. And so, and there were kind of two camps when it came to the younger group interacting with the veteran advisors. There was the one camp on, hey, they're out of touch now. They're so far beyond. You're doing all the new creative things. Don't worry about them. And so there became some division. There were others that were trying to find mentors and saw a lot of value in a mentor relationship. And so they were trying to figure that out. I think there's so much to learn. It's not just because I'm now a member of the
Wise group.
the older group anyway. I don't know about the wise group. But talk a little bit about mentorship and learning from those who came before you and what to take. And, you know, yes, sometimes they're going to share things that you don't agree with or rub you the wrong way a little bit, but there's so much to take in and learn from their experiences. How can you capture that?
First, be careful here.
Okay.
Just so as an example, a lot of times sales manager or business owners will say to their salespeople, just do what I did. Pick up the phone and make 3,000 dials. It's not like that anymore. No. So the buyer has changed. Sales needs to change with that. So I don't necessarily want to hear those old techniques and old things that used to work because they don't work anymore. However, where there's gold is, how do I hold myself during a meeting? What should I be listening for? What should I be working on? How do I improve my self-esteem, my self-confidence? It's a lot of this attitude and belief stuff that, I hate to say it, but the old timers really can help with.
Yes.
This is the way we grew our business. This is the way I do things. I can't tell you how many times I've been rejected, and here's how I rebounded. I think there's a lot of value to that.
Yep.
So maybe it's a little bit less on, hey, how do I make a cold call today or a cold walk-in?
Yes.
And more on how in the world do I increase my self-confidence when I'm being rejected so much?
Yeah, I think the biggest learning I had from a veteran producer in the space was he taught me how to cope.
Oh, I like that.
Because I was struggling with a lot of rejection, and obviously he in particular got a lot more referrals because of the practice and the age and how he treated people. And so he didn't have a lot of colder conversations, so he didn't have as much to cope with based on where his career's at. But he helped me learn how to cope better, but he also helped me understand about developing a practice that I wouldn't have to have those massive coping skills all the way through, because I could transition to more of that referral-based side of things and do some things differently. And it changed things for me a lot.
Yeah, I think that's where we really need to hit the mentorship.
Yes.
Is talking to someone who's been through the ringer like you're about to go through or like you're in.
Yes.
And not worry so much about, I need to connect with them about how to do certain things.
Yes. Yep.
So that should help.
Yep. There we go. All right, everybody. See you again tomorrow.
Take care.